Hi, in this week's video, I'm going to be reviewing this Peloton Strength. Get to the chopper. So I'll tell you what equipment you need for Peloton Strength, give you a really good overview of the workouts that are in this section of the Peloton app, and also tell you how much it costs and if it's worth a subscription just on its own. I'll tell you what I really like about Peloton Strength and also the things that I don't like about Peloton Strength. And I'll also give you 3 big tips if you're new to all of this. Let's get cracking. So the equipment you'll need for a Peloton Strength workout is either your phone or a tablet to actually play the workout. If you're working out at home, I would really recommend getting something like an Apple TV or an Amazon Fire Stick where you can download the app and you can see the workouts kind of like as big as you can. Because although you can do it on your phone, having it on a large screen like this will really enhance your workout experience. The other things you're likely to need are a good workout mat. If you're doing the weights workouts, then a set of weights. If you haven't got a lot of room, then you can get adjustable dumbbells. If you haven't got any room at all, you might prefer to use resistance bands, or if you don't want to use any weights at all, there's plenty of body weight strength workouts on this app. The Peloton app navigation is really good. You can tell they've really worked hard on this. So on your phone, for instance, it's as simple as just selecting a strength class. You can filter down here. I might want to do a 20-minute workout. I might want to do full body. I'm feeling like hip hop, and the instructor I want to use is, let's see if we can find Rebecca Kennedy, and she's got 6 classes, and then it just brings them all up and I can pick any one that I want to start. On an Amazon Fire Stick, it's just as straightforward as opening the app, deciding who's working out, and then it takes you into all the workouts. So you can see a spinny wheel here. I'm on an 80 megabit internet connection, which is really fast, and this is the latest 4K Amazon Fire Stick. It's the diamond shape, or the square one, sorry. One thing I do find it is a little bit laggy on the Fire Stick app. I'm going to show you the Apple TV app in a moment. So I think that's either down to Peloton need to just improve the way the app works, or what I suspect might be happening is I think that all the information on here might be kind of at the edge of what the Fire TV can do. So if you've got a really old Fire TV stick, I mean, you might be waiting a long time for this to actually start doing things. So let's go down to a strength workout. And we're just waiting again. Here they are. And then you can select whatever workout you want to do. And just like on the phone, you can filter them by length, class type, instructor, difficulty, and music, etc. Let's look at the Apple TV one. Actually, before I do that, let me just show you what the classes look like on here. So when you start a class and it's running and the spinny wheel goes away, it is a very good experience. I'll come in close so you can see the picture quality. Okay, so here's the picture quality through a Fire TV stick on a 4K TV. And here's exactly the same workout on a 4K Apple TV. I'm not sure if you can see what I can see, but I'd say it's certainly clearer. And apart from the Apple TV taking a little while longer to get used to the remote, here's the home screen. It's just a lot slicker, things move a lot quicker. If I want to start a workout, you're pretty much straight in. It's a lot faster. It's got a lot faster processor, I would say, or it's a lot better app than the Fire TV one. But it's also important to remember that an Apple TV is probably 3 or 4 times the cost as a Fire Stick. And when you're actually in the workout, working out, the content is exactly the same. And filtering workouts is just as easy on either the Fire Stick or the Apple TV. You can select a time, you can select a class type, and then you might be happy with all music and want an intermediate workout, and then that brings up all the classes that are available. Hopefully you can see the small ticks here. So these are the classes that I've done, and if you really like a class, you can bookmark it and you can come back and find it again easily if you want to track your progress. With all the Peloton coaches, the level of skill and instruction is just excellent. This is me. This is Chase Tucker. He does a lot of workouts on the tread as well and some boot camp classes. You can see that here, he's a fun guy. This is a 20-minute class and it just flies by because they really bring their personalities into the class, because these are originally live classes. So this class was broadcast live to start with. There's also little nuances and mistakes which I think adds to the buy-in, because you know these are real people. Sometimes they pull ugly expressions and it's not like, say, Beachbody On Demand where that bit would be edited out. So I got my first weight set when I was 8 and I've really enjoyed strength training ever since, really. One thing I noticed when I hit 40 was that I started to get lots and lots of niggles. So I was getting things like tennis elbow and golfer's elbow. I don't know which side is which. If you know, just tell me. I was getting shoulder pain and I kind of got into this kind of gym mentality where I was doing things that perhaps weren't good for me. So I might do a workout, a CrossFit workout, for instance, which involved 100 pull-ups. And it took me 17 minutes. I wasn't just banging them out. But it just caused a lot of strain on my joints, really, on the soft tissue between my joints. I spent 10 months learning to do muscle ups, and I set myself a target that within 10 months I could do 10 muscle ups. So it took me 10 months to learn, and then it took me, after I did this, I didn't do any more for ages. It took me 10 months to recover, to be able to just even put my arm around my wife, not because we've fallen out, because it hurt my shoulders. But it took me a long time just to recover. Since doing the Peloton strength workouts, and I've been doing them for over a year now, I have not had one injury. Touch wood, touch wood. And that is testament to the quality of the coaching here. So 7 years of always having a little something to nothing. And my joints and the soft tissues between my joints just feel really, really good. Hey, so here's 9 things I really like about Peloton strength training. 1, it is much stronger than your bad mood. So you can be stressed, you can be sad. Once you start lifting weights and strength training, it just goes away. And there's something inspiring. This is Robin, our zone. She's the head trainer at Peloton. She might turn to the side in a moment. There's something inspiring about training with a woman who's 8.5 months pregnant. So I've got no excuses, have I? Next is the studio. So this studio setting is much better than the previous one they were using. So this is nice and bright, isn't it? It looks fairly modern. I mean, I would say it's a bit like a Tesla. So Teslas, I think, look great, but when you get close, you kind of see the panel gaps and you see that perhaps it's not put together as externally as well as it could be. But overall, I think the studios look really good. The old studios, however, you have to go quite far back to find the old studio workouts now, but here they are. It just looks like somebody has just filmed them in an old nightclub or something. I also really like how they get a lot out of your muscles with lower weights. So if I'm doing bicep curls, I use 12 to 14 kilos, which is 26 to 31 pounds, I think. I'll put it there if I've got that wrong. But I train now with about 25% less than that, and the results I get, I would say, are even better. I really like that before you start a class, if you want to bookmark a class, by the way, you just do it there. Before you start a class, you can look at the rating, so what people thought of it. You can also see the difficulty, and it also tells you what weights are needed. More than that, it gives you the playlist, so you can see what music is being played throughout the class, and then it gives you a class plan. Now, this takes me on to some things I don't like, but I'll talk about those in a moment. Another thing I really like is, unlike the bike workouts or the tread workouts, you can actually pause these. So this is really handy. So if, for instance, you just need to answer the front door, or in my case, it's generally because I've picked up the wrong weight. So I've gone a bit too heavy or a bit too light. So I might need to pause this, and you can also skip forward by 10 seconds at a time, or back 10 seconds at a time, or you can just scrub. If, for instance, you're completely warmed up, you can just fast forward the whole of the warm-up, for instance. Next is just the sheer volume of content. So if I've got time for a 20-minute workout, you can see just how many different workouts there are to choose from. So they're just constantly releasing new workouts, and they are all very, very good. Personally, I find that I hit more muscles in 20 minutes than I used to do in 40 minutes, just under my own steam, bumbling around the gym half the time on Facebook. You know what it's like. They've also got a total strength program if you want more of a structured kind of program over several weeks, which I can highly recommend as well. Now, there are some things that I don't like, and the first one, I think it's just a bit lazy from Peloton. Let me show you. I filtered some workouts here for upper body. This one is arms and shoulders, and you can see the description here. Grab your weights and join us for an arm and shoulder workout to tone and strengthen your upper body. If I find another arms and shoulders workout, here's another one, you will see exactly the same description. Let's see if there's another one here, arms and shoulders, there's one more. Exactly the same description. As much as I appreciate there's not a lot you can say beyond this, but it's just cut and paste. So if you've done one workout in one category, then every workout you do will just have the same words. I think it's just a little bit lazy. I think they could have put a bit more effort in. Also, no one is checking your form. So buy a mirror. So this could be a consideration for some. It's certainly not a problem for me with this style of working out. But if you really like to live in the squat rack, if you really like to go heavy, then this might not be, you might not get lots out of this because it just isn't that style of training. I never feel the need to be able to lift the weight of a small car, for instance, but I would like to be able to carry lots of shopping. That's about where I am with my training. So yeah, if you're a real hardcore gym nut, then maybe this might feel a little bit too studio-ish for you. So the cost of the Peloton app on its own, assuming that you've got everything else you need, is $12.99 a month, which is $156, I think, per year. And that's actually less than we were paying per month for our family of 4 membership. So when I first started using the app, it was $19.99 a month, which I thought represented really good value, and then they dropped it down to $12.99. I think it was to compete with other platforms that are similar to this. I mean, I would say on its own, if you don't do anything else, any other of the classes, any of the yoga, any of the stretching, any of the Pilates, any of the outdoor running or the cycling, just the strength training on its own, I think is a bargain at $12.99. If you've got a Peloton bike or a tread, however, you'll pay $39 a month, but you will get full access to the app, of course, as well. But more with the Peloton bike or tread, you can add accounts. So if you live in a house of 4 like we do, all 4 of us have got a Peloton account within that $39 monthly subscription. So that brings the cost down quite a lot if there's several of you in a household that will be working out. Okay, so I thought I'd give you some tips. If you're new to this, then just start out really easy. I've recently bought a Peloton tread. I'm 30 or so runs in now, and I'm still very much at beginner settings. If you're like me, you're over 40 for instance, your body is not like an elastic band anymore. So it might not be as flexible as you once were. So don't be a hero, just stay with the easy workouts to start with. Don't do too much, and you'll benefit more from it in the long run. Also, I'd say don't be afraid of the bodyweight workouts. So if you click on class type, you can have just bodyweight workouts, or if you scroll down a bit, you've got resistance bands, you've also got bar classes. Now, I did mean to look at bar and have a look what it is, but I mean, I don't really know what it is. So if you know, let me know. I mean, that looks like something I couldn't do. And then you've also got down here, you've got Pilates, which I've done a few Pilates classes actually, they are excellent. And then at the bottom here, you've got prenatal classes as well. So in conclusion, apart from the small things I talked about, and they are small things, Peloton Strength is excellent. We've even cancelled our membership to our gym. We were there 25 years, and I can 100% wholeheartedly, hand on chest, say that the quality of workouts I've been doing in the last year or so with Peloton Strength are far superior to the ones I was trying to get through on my own. I'm too tight to pay for a PT. So the quality of workouts I'm getting now is just so much better than what I was actually, the programs I was writing for myself. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. If you do, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, this channel is about laid back home fitness, then please subscribe.